Grandpa went hunting for me to get me a stable job. But when he happily carried home a boar, I not only refused, but broke his legs with a stick. Because I knew, on the day I left for the refinery,
he secretly went into the mountains and ran into the Boar King.
He survived, but didn't make it through winter 90. Now, seeing the familiar old man, I'm both excited and anxious. I know I must find a way to stop him from going up. As I panic, a cold robotic voice explodes in my head.
Congrats! Bound to the word snatch system!
I jolt, glancing at the lame yellow dog. A bold idea pops up. Old man, this is for your own good. Don't blame me. I mutter, but act fast. Pointing at the dog, I activate the skill. Same time, old man discussing inside suddenly yelled,
Ouch! My leg hurts so bad!
Noise startled Captain Liu nearby. He rushed to check, hearing screams inside. I pushed door open, feigned panic on my face. Soon old man calmed down. But as he stepped, his face changed. Air in room froze. Liu and I stared at each other. No one dared speak. After 2 full minutes, Liu Ego sighed helplessly.
You can't go into mountains like this. This year's village hunting.
He'd counted on old Su's rifle to hunt all winter, solve village's meat problem. Now, he just frowned, prepared to leave. I suddenly spoke.
Uncle Liu, Grandpa can't go. But I'm here.
Liu froze, turned to look at old Su. Eyes full of questions. Old Su still can't accept it. Face full of disbelief. Though worried for grandson's safety, thinking of whole village. He finally nodded. Seeing that, I didn't delay. Turned and walked out. Hu Zi and Huang Pi followed happily. Just as I ran out of yard, Captain Liu Ego inside turned, winked at old Xu, gave a knowing smile.
Let me tell you something. New female sent down youth, next village.
They quickly got together. Started plotting. I jogged to Uncle's house. Uncle Xu Chongguan learned from Grandpa. Assigned to 7 forest camp, roamed hills with techs, tended woods. But pay was good, 80 to 90 a month. With that, Uncle's family lived better than all. Cousin Xu Qingguo was chopping wood. Saw me, face lit up with smile.
Bro, what brings you? Come inside!
Stop chopping. Pack up quick. Xu Qingguo saw my rush. Went back and changed into thick clothes, but before I could catch breath, it dashed out from nearby shed. Wings flapped loudly, its sharp beak clamped hard on my thigh. Pain twisted my face. After long pause, I saw the attacker was a big rooster. I got furious, had Tiger pin it down, then took his bravery without hesitation. Instantly, an indescribable warmth surged in heart. Decades of past life grind had worn young heart blunt, but now I felt a long-lost drive return. Just as I rolled skyward, someone kicked my butt hard. Seeing who it was, I ran off fast. This made me realize, before fierce Arcee, the stolen trait was useless. Meanwhile, Arcee's piercing roar came faintly from behind.
Shu Qingyue, you bastard! That rooster I raised for half a year!
That rooster was her treasure. When I snatched the word, I glanced back. The rooster walked like it lost its soul.
Seems the system's irreversible damage turns it dumb.
Cousin Xu Qingguo ran out too, still shaken.
Bro, why'd you anger Mom? Run now!
They fled blindly, ran to Captain's yard gate, stopped, panting. When we rushed over, Captain Liu's yard had 7 or 8 people. The lead man was Li Shengli, known as the team's troublemaker. Liu Ego saw us arrive, smiled, and explained to all.
Let me say, old Xu can't come this year. Qingyuan leads instead.
Everyone was unhappy. As hunters, they knew mountain hunting's danger. With old Xu leading before, they felt somewhat safe. Now, a greenhorn takes over. No one would be happy in their shoes. A cold smirk curled on his lips.
Let's make a bet. Go into the hills today. If I come back empty-handed, I'll pay for that pound of pork. If I bring something back, Li Shengli, you give me that jar of old wine.
Li Shengli heard, without a thought, slapped his thigh and agreed.
Fine! Deal! Don't cry then!
The crowd around let out a buzz. Clearly none thought I'd win. Even Xu Qingguo behind me was thinking, duh.
If Big Brother really loses, even if I get hit, I'll steal that dead rooster to pay the debt.
The group marched into the hills. With the bet in play, the two groups split at the foot. This woods was rarely visited, snow piled layer on layer, soft underfoot. On the clearing not far from the dirt path, many animal tracks already. I followed the trail carefully and waved at Huzi and Huangpi beside me. Both dogs were trained by the old man himself. They lowered their bodies and sniffed around. Huzi is a pure Liaoshan wolfhound, a born hunter. Huangpi is a true Chinese rural dog. Though it looks plain, its sense of smell is sharp. Soon, the two dogs ahead stopped and let out quick low growls. Xu Qingguo and I held machetes and soon reached Huzi and Huangpi. We saw dozens of meters beyond the slope, several round fluffy cubs rooting in bushes. But outside the bushes stood a 300 to 400 jin black boar. Its tusks sent chills down the spine. Xu Qingguo lay behind the slope. Scared and angry, he whispered,
Bro, there is a big boar here. Those city kids are useless. If only piglets, we could catch them. But this big boar, even 10 of us can't take it.
Besides, we came for Xiao Maozi and brought no shotgun. Wild boars are very territorial. Who dares intrude? A combo like that leaves you half dead. No wonder even calm Xu Qingguo got mad. Such dishonesty could cause big trouble. But no time to complain. Soon I found a way. Dig a pit on the boar's path. Set strong snares. It'll work. Boars just arrived, not deep in mountains yet. Snare feet, not neck. Trap its hooves. Stuck in pit, unable to move. Then, it is a test of endurance. We dug 7 pits, set snares. Ensured boar would step in, then sneaked back same way. I was about to whistle for dogs when a gunshot rang out. I frowned, pulled Xu Qingguo to hide. Strangers with guns in mountains. Who knows their intent? Xu Qingguo suddenly yelled,
Isn't that Uncle Shanga?
Following his finger, sure enough, saw Li Shengli and crew frantically loading their shotgun. The startled big boar charged at them like mad. Li Shengli was fast, fired again at charging boar, but boar didn't stop, only got angrier. They turned and ran. But big bubble boar targeted Li Shengli, caught him soon. Tusks nearly hit his back. At critical moment, a loud bang from hillside. Huzi and Huangpi barked loudly to draw boar's attention with noise. Big bubble boar heard barks, left Li Shengli, ran back to bush, nudged a few piglets. Nearly 10 boars scattered. Then, a 100-pound boar charged at you. I saw Piglet coming, wanted Xu Qingguo to climb tree, but he stood before you, pushed him aside. The trade from Rooster came in handy now. Lowered legs, took horse stance. When Piglet reached me, I seized the moment, grabbed both tusks. But force still pushed me back. Before steady, Huzi opened mouth, bit hard into the boar's neck. Pain drove the furball mad. I pulled the knife from my waist, stabbed it into the boar. Xu Qingguo, coming to help, stared in shock. Big bro, why so different? Calm and strong. He wasn't the only one stunned. Li Shengli, just back from death's door, couldn't believe it, but I ignored them. That squeal must have alerted the herd. The charging big basket suddenly stopped. On all fours, inertia sent it flying. It got up fast, eyes red, charged at you. What are you waiting for? Climb a tree now. I yelled at Xu Qingguo and Li Shengli. They snapped out of it. Li Shengli praised you and climbed up in a flash. Xu Qingguo panicked.
Big bro, you tell us to climb. What about you?
With Tiger and Yellow here, what could happen? No lie. Tiger and Yellow were trained by the old man, though not a third of Big Bubble Basket size, but best at teamwork. Xu Qingguo said no more and climbed the tree. Seeing them safe, I ran with 2 dogs toward Big Bubble Basket. Facing this 400 to 500-pound beast, Huzi and Huangpi showed no fear. Huangpi drew its fire. Big Bubble Basket focused on front, not back. Several charges dodged by Huangpi. Huzi, behind, kept waiting. Finally, as it paused to rest, Huzi lunged and bit its vital spot. Big Bubble Basket screamed, rolling in pain.
Yes.
I dared not approach then. Those 2 sharp tusks were no joke. Experienced Huzi and Huangpi barked non-stop around it, driving the dazed boar toward the trap. Xu Qingguo and Li Shengli, on tree, saw no danger and climbed down, followed me forward. 3 chased together, soon reached the trap spot. That big bubble basket had both front hooves caught, struggling wildly in place. I ignored it, gutted the small furball first. Li Shengli relaxed seeing this, went to find the scattered group, if hunting the small one was luck. This big bubble basket proved my skill for good. Recalling his past disdain, Li Shengli's face burned. I didn't think much, grabbed dry twigs, lit a fire, baked flatbread, occasionally picked up stones, and hurled at the trapped beast, not letting it rest. 7, 8 minutes later, bread aroma rose from the fire. Before I ate much, Xu Qingguo returned with a boar. His stomach growled. Wanted to roast some boar meat, want to die faster. But he bled the boar quickly. Stiff blood ruins the meat. Also, mountain rule, don't take all prey. Leave some for beasts. For safety's sake, Xu Qingguo got pumped, poked the big bubble basket with a stick. I thought, no matter the trade, you need trusted people around. These days, no family has enough food. Downhill, all smiles. Uphill, one slip and trouble. With Xu Xiguo on watch, handling the little badger felt safer. But peace didn't last long. Footsteps suddenly came from a nearby path. Messy, heavy steps, crunching snow. I tensed up. Xu Qingguo drew his hatchet, face tight with worry.
Bad. Big brother, someone's coming.
Before we could panic long, we saw it was Li Shengli, who'd gone for help, with 7 or 8 men behind, laughing and chatting, seeing the dug-up badger den and the trapped roe deer nearby. They froze at first, then erupted.
Wow! A roe deer!
Uncles praised each other. To avoid looking too bad on return, they all pitched in as much as possible.
The rest of the uncles worked!
Li Shengli rolled up his sleeves and shouted, seeing help with the badger. I was happy to take it easy. 2 boars soon cleaned. Left offal and a head for mountain right. Pure meat over 400 jin. Xu Qingguo's eyes lit up, proposed hauling boars home.
Bruh, let's haul all boars home and sneak out rooster to roast together.
I looked at him meaningfully. Qingguo, you mean haul all pork to my place?
Where else? Bro, give me extra meat later. I'm generous today.
Before his big brawl, Xu Qingguo had no guile. In these times, 100 jin pork could do much, even get a wife. But my fool bro didn't think, never mentioned sharing meat. He is carefree, but I can't play dumb. Even brothers settle accounts. Only hunters eat meat, often these days. Hunting in mountains, besides dogs, needed reliable partners. So say things up front. Thinking this, I slapped my thigh. Qingguo, you call me big bro. I can't take advantage of you. This pork is for both of us. You want face in the village, right? These 200 jin of meat. Deal. Words just fell. Xu Qingguo froze on spot. He spoke in disbelief.
Big bro, you really share with me.
We hunted it together. You call me big bro, I won't let you lose out. This cousin is usually simple, close to me and grandpa. He sneaks us good food from home. Xu Qingguo scratched his head.
You know my mom's like, if I take pork home, she'll send it to her folks. Me and dad get none. We'll have to eat at grandpa's.
I rolled my eyes hard. Aunt treats you bad. It is your grandma's, so let it go. Don't say that again. Your mom would be sad.
All right, big bro, whatever you say. I'll do as you say. Let's go home.
Xu Qingguo agreed cheerfully. I smiled helplessly. Then I kept reminding him.
The small pig is ours. The big one goes to the village. Give each a piece. On your way home, bring some to Tian the Fu. Got it?
Don't worry, big brother. If he hadn't fought the bad guys back then, our village man would have been in big trouble. Even my stingy mom often brings him food.
Then they quickened their pace downhill. Darkness fell. To ease Grandpa's worry, I sent the yellow dog home first. Huzi stayed behind to guard. Daytime was fine, good view. Danger could be dodged in time, but at night, pitch black. Even a tiger right in front goes unseen. Plus, they just butchered a boar. Blood smell was strong. In the dark mountains, that is no joke, as they carried the pork downhill. Meanwhile, at Baimu village forest farm, Old Xu stared at the fully dark sky, just worried. Then dog barks outside. Yellow dog pushed door open with tail wagging. Old man's heart sank. He crouched and felt dog's belly, found it round, then sighed in relief.
Looks like I'll eat well today.
Old hunter's instinct told him grandson's catch tonight must be big. Just happy. Then, a shout from outside.
Old Xu, home! Brought your son's wife. She is educated. Call Qingyuan out. If they hit it off, just move in together.
Outside gate, Captain Liu led a pretty girl. He came often, already friends with Shu's 2 hounds. Not scared at all, but the girl wasn't. Seeing yellow dog dash into yard, she shrank back in fear. Dog wary of strangers, blocked gate, barking nonstop. Old man came out.
Captain Liu, wasn't it tomorrow morning? Why bring her tonight?
Hard to see at night, but old hunter's eyes, he saw the girl's face clear. Gotta say, city girl sent down is pretty.
Don't mention it. This girl came herself. No place to stay at night.
Liu Aiguo looked helpless, peeked inside. No one frowned at once.
Oh, Xue. Qingyuan not back from the hills yet. So late.
He dared not say more.
Don't worry, Qingyuan's fine. He sent the yellow dog down to tell.
Liu Aiguo breathed easy, turned to the girl and smiled.
This is the family, I told you. Your future father-in-law.
Comrade Feng.
Uncle's not lying. Xu's the only hunter in the forest. Eats meat every few days. When that kid's back, if you like it, stay here. You won't suffer.
Red face, buried lower. Wife is for Xu Qingyuan, not back yet. 3 wait inside. Old man about to speak. Wailing outside cuts him off.
Dad! Your eldest grandson killed my rooster! And ran off with your second grandson! So late! Take tools and find them!
Are bursts in wailing. Sees people inside, stunned.
Hey! Whose daughter is this? Just visiting. Why so pretty?
Girl scared by her fierce look.
Calm down. Don't scare her. This is Qingyuan's match. Those two are fine. Back soon. Just wait.
Hearing she is for nephew. Ear's face changes, then shows knowing smile. While they wait. Elsewhere, me and Li Shengli etc. carried pork back to village. Villagers saw so much pork. Li Shengli praised for 7 days.
That is a huge basket, right? Must be over 300 jin!
Facing such praise, Li Shengli's cheeks burned.
Xu Qingyuan's brothers hunted it. Nothing to do with us.
Words just fell. Crowd went silent. All eyes locked on us. Xu Qingguo was nervous. Sweaty palms. I stayed calm. Came from future. After all, seen big scenes before. Everyone stared eagerly. All wanted a share of pork. Back then, regular loggers got less than 20 G meat tickets a year. Even if buy meat, picked fatty cuts first to rent a lot. I saw these familiar faces. Felt at ease.
Qingguo, cut a piece of our meat. Share with uncles here.
Oh, this kid, so polite.
Kids say thanks, but already push in. Xu Qingguo, beaming, sets down pork and starts cutting. So quick. All smile wide. Livelier than New Year. By their door. Only 100+ gene left on shoulders, even with Li Shengli bringing some back. Xu Qingguo sintos first before speaking. Sees mother's glare. Then, comrade Feng on the count.
Who is this? So pretty.
I walk in, same question. Ha rolls eyes.
Your wife! You two brats! Finally back!
Xu Qingguo, and I freeze. Liu Aiguo sees me, quickly introduces to comrade Feng.
This is Xu Qingyuan, old Xu's eldest grandson. Top hunter!
Then I get it. These days, sent down youth kept by forest farm or team, most have special family background. Guess this girl too. A girl with no backup. Life must be hard.
You two go to back room. Get to know each other.
I took blushing Feng to backyard, left Xu Qingguo alone in front room. Ear pulled sore by mom, but Xu Qingguo felt worse inside. He couldn't understand. Why big brother so lucky? Hunted big boar in mountains, then got a wife right home. Now, Feng and I sat awkward on brick bed. Her shyness grew deeper, fingers nervously twisted hem. I was also drawn by her looks, but feigned calm, introduced myself, said I wouldn't mind her past. Just then, Feng Jianying began to sob softly due to family issues. Since she and sister came to village, never met a good person. Both pretty, college graduates too. Imagine how much harassment. But Feng Jianying was tough. Never gave in to trouble. Only if no other way. She wouldn't come here for a way out.
Brother, Xu, I'm Feng Jianying. If you don't mind my family, I'll be with you. Can you do me a favor?
I'm a bit confused, but seeing her pitiful look, I nodded firmly. Feng Jianying didn't say what favor, but told her whole story. She has a sickly sister.
After we marry, I want you to care for us both.
Feng Jianying finished, head down, too shy to lift. I was stunned, sat frozen on the bed. Such good fortune. Feng Jianying's request was planned in the front room before I entered. She'd heard from those outside about the meat distribution. These days, grain is more precious than life, but Xu Qingyuan still shared with the villagers. Shows his good character. Marry him. Won't be bullied. I'm still puzzled.
Your sister, will she agree?
Feng Jianying nods.
I hid my sister in the village first. I'm discussing with you alone. You agree then. Let her out.
Now I'm speechless, but didn't agree right away. Said to bring her over first, then talk. They quickly settled it. Then I told the old man about Feng Jianying. The old man was overjoyed, felt he finally did right by his eldest son. Feng Jianying's sister was brought back by Liu Eguo's men, placed in the back room. Arcee instantly put on a warm face, took Feng Jianying's hand and smiled.
Girl, once you enter this door, you're family now. This is my rascal son.
Feng Jianying politely greeted Shu Qingguo, but her eyes couldn't help drifting to the pile of red and white wild boar meat. She was dazed. In all her life, she'd never seen so much meat. Only once before, her parents gritted their teeth and bought a pound before she went to the countryside. That was the best meal she ever had. Arcee's peripheral vision caught Captain Liu cutting off over 10 pounds. Heart aches so much.
My second son must have worked hard. Give him more meat.
Shu Qingguo covers his face, feels mom's embarrassing, pulls her arm. I smile, voice calm.
Qingguo and I agreed. This boar meat, split half each.
Rabbits not included. For my niece-in-law to recover. Hearing half the meat, her eyes go wide.
Good! Qingyuan, I knew you'd deliver. After your wedding, rest assured. Who bullies her? I'll be first to stop.
That is what I waited for. Feng Jianying's sisters are special, fled from nearby Kaoshan village. Need Liu Ego, the forest chief, to transfer their IDs. All sent down youths envy this power. Those who wanted them before might cause trouble. But with Erzi's help, they won't win. Meat was soon divided. Auntie picked up her pork. She grinned and dragged Shu Qingguo away. When all left, Feng Jianying took me to see her sister. Gao Mei was reserved and frail.
She might resist at first. Don't rush, okay?
I agreed without thought, but something felt off. Jiayan, your surname's Feng. Why is your sister Gao? What is going on? Feng Jianying looked helpless.
Our families were old friends. We lived in same compound, like siblings. Then parents left for elsewhere. No news since. We've depended on each other.
Then I understood why she made that condition. Though I felt for her, these times were tough. No good solution. Dread meeting future father-in-law. Hard to explain. I was stunned. Feng Jianying told Gao Mei's story briefly. Gao Mei was gentle, kind to others. A quiet big sister next door. Such a quiet girl. After family tragedies, was sent to work team. Harsh living conditions broke her body. Without Feng Jianying's care and work points to feed both, Gao Mei would have collapsed. Now they seek support, just to survive. Inside, Gao Mei was groggy, lying weak on the bed. Like a breeze could knock her down. I grabbed mom's old clothes and went to door. Called softly, Gao Mei, asleep. I brought rabbit meat. Hearing noise, she forced weak body to reply.
Come in. Door unlocked.
I pushed door in, saw a girl in red coat and light blue pants, sitting up, face pale with sickness. She seemed calm, lost in thought. Unlike Feng Jianying's naivety, Gao Mei bloomed like plum in winter.
Hello. You're Shu Qingyuan. I should call you brother-in-law.
Didn't expect her so blunt. Fine, we'll keep our own terms.
Jianying, what is with the boar? Heard the village was lively.
Gao Mei changed the subject. Feng Jianying told the tale vividly. In her story, I was a heroic, all-powerful leader. Gao Mei's gaze fell on me again. Though exaggerated, hunting a big boar alone proved this man's skill. Staying here might not be bad, but the best choice. I left soon. Old man gave me all his savings, besides old bike and sewing tickets. He also gave me about 600 cash. Seeing that thick stack, warmth filled my heart, deeply moved. Night passed in silence. Next morning, I got up early, went to old man's room first, heated his brick bed, warm, then went to Feng Jing's room. Knew they still slept. Quietly stacked firewood at door. Just as I turned, creak. Door suddenly opened. Feng Jianying froze. Then, quickly tidied messy hair. Cheeks flushed. I gave few words and left, but Feng Jianying's heart changed. When she first came to Shu's, she had no hope for future husband, just wanted to survive. But that night together made her truly feel Shu Qingyuan's difference, kind to others, capable, and safe. Especially his ways, better than those talk-only male-educated youths. Like a gentleman from big city in this era, where survival is good, love's longing far less than foods. But which girl never dreamed of love? She married love. Introduced by someone. Better than marrying those sly educated youths. Soon, the can was lit. She boiled water and went outside. I was staring at the distant mountains. Feng Jianying glanced at me, silent. We stood quietly together, Let first sunlight bathe us. Seem peaceful and beautiful, I said instinctively. Life seems not bad.
With you, it is fine.
Feng Jing added, as if possessed, voice soft. I turned to her. This girl soon my wife. Still shy as before, dropped her head, dared not meet my eyes. I reached and held her waist. She leaned in, compliant. We clung, feeling each other's warmth. We stayed like that, enjoying a moment's tenderness until old shoe came out. Feng Jiaying blushed, slipped from my arms, turned and ran. I stood still, smiled at where she vanished, then turned toward Liu Eiguo's house. Liu Eiguo ran by Shutung Forest farm, kind-hearted, always looked after the villagers. But the farm had a party secretary, Gao Linsheng, a top university grad, loaned from the county. I wanted jobs for Feng Jiaying and her sister, had to settle it before he took office. Once he started, bringing it up in front of everyone might cause trouble. Aunt Zhao spotted me, yelled inside.
Oh, Liu! Qingyuan's here! Come out!
Liu Eiguo came out, looking helpless.
Kid, what is the meat for? Didn't the team just hand it out?
But he beamed. Didn't let go. Liu Eiguo stood silent, but his eyes showed he knew. Not free. Once inside, he sat on the Kong edge, lit a cigarette, then spoke slowly.
Spill it. What is up, Qingyuan?
I smiled, got straight to it. Uncle Liu, Jing and I plan to marry. Could you write a letter for us? Liu Eiguo squinted.
I took the meat. Say what you need. No beating around.
I stopped hedging. Uncle, I'm here. About jobs for Feng Jiaying and her sister. Liu slapped his thigh.
That is it. Don't worry. They're set. Think I'd let you fret? Look at this.
He pulled a folded yellow paper from his pocket. Unfolded. It was a work permit.
Timber Yard needs a bookkeeper. 1.5 work points a day. 57 cents. Easy job. Jiaying's an educated youth. She is literate. Perfect fit.
Timber Yard's under the forest farm. Handles wood storage records. Easy job. Good pay for now. But I'm not satisfied. No heavy work. Yet long sitting, sun and wind still burden her. I paused, tone soft. But this job, Gao Mei caught handle. She is too weak. Liu Eiguo frowned deeper, silent for a moment, fingers tapping on Kong edge. Forest farm has 300 plus homes, few posts, one slot is exception. I pressed on. Uncle, third forest farm school needs 2 teachers. Liu Eiguo jumped up.
What are you thinking? Those are county-appointed posts. I'm just a farm chief. Can't interfere. No. Can't help. Take the meat back,
he said, reaching to grab the meat, firm. I knew it is beyond his power. Third forest farm school, built by county, for forest workers' kids' education. Teachers hired and sent by county. No outsider can get in. Don't refuse yet. I still smiled. Voice calm. How about this? I give 400 jin wild boar meat. You pull strings. Get them both in as teachers. Meat. Yours to distribute. Favor. Yours to claim. Liu Eiguo was about to refuse, but then realized.
This, does your old man know?
That is 400 jin of meat. Can do a lot in this era. Uncle Liu, rest assured, I'll tell the old man later. This 400 jin meat deal I planned long ago. He can't resist that lure. Liu Eiguo saw my certainty, finally nodded heavily.
Fine. If you really get 400 jin meat, Uncle Liu will risk his old face. I'll get the connections for you too.
That is it. The two reached an agreement. 400 jin of meat, not just Liu Eiguo. Even the leader comes, their eyes would light up, though times are strict. Wild game from hills sells cheap. Meat still holds value. When I got home, old Shu had taken 2 hounds for a walk. Feng Jiaying wasn't inside either. Probably in backyard tending Gao Mei. A bowl of calm porridge was warm on stove. I picked it up and ate. But my eyes kept staring out the window. Unexpectedly, without noticing, I'd gained a wife. This plot twist is crazier than any web novel. Meanwhile, in backyard, Feng's sisters also sighed in the room.
Jiaying, he really lets me stay.
Gao Mei's voice was soft, with hint of doubt and unease.
I know what you want to say. Qingyuan is a good man. You stay here for now. I feel at ease.
Feng Jiaying held her sister's hand. After a long while, Gao Mei seemed to make a decision. Pulled a wrapped handkerchief from her pocket.
Take this money to Qingyuan.
Feng Jiaying took it, held tight. Inside was all they had left since coming to the countryside. Educated youth sent down got settlement fees based on hardship from tens to hundreds yuan. Stuck in remote villages, many couldn't bear the pain, spent it all at state restaurants. Saved nothing, but Gao Mei and her sister, due to special family, got less money. Their early hardship made them mature fast, learning to save secretly, scrimped till now. Only 102.5 yuan left. Gaomei knew wedding needs return gift to avoid gossip in the village and score. Urged by Gaomei, Feng Jiang turned and left. Now, staring at the closed door, Gaomei sat alone on the Kong. Only a long sigh filled the room. Meanwhile, Feng Jiang, from backyard hut, came straight to front yard. I put down bowl, smiled excitedly. I got you a job at lumberyard, but Gaomei's weak. I'll get her a teacher job at Third Forest Farm. Feng Jie froze.
I thought lumberyard job was good enough. Didn't expect teacher's lot too.
If Gaomei knew, she'd go crazy. Is this real?
As she spoke, Feng Jiaying couldn't hold back, covered face and cried. She didn't know why. Just wanted to cry. Seeing her tearful face, my heart softened, resolved. When I have money, I'll buy a bike, pick them up daily. Feng Jiaying never been so shocked in her life. From despair to cloud. Such joy left her dazed. No words to express. Unlike her shock, I found it all normal. Even planning for the far future. Now it is late 1976. That special era was almost over. But Xin'anling was remote, news scarce. Outside winds hadn't blown in yet. By December next year, 1977, college exam news would strike like thunder. A golden chance to change fate. I must pave the way for them. Just then, a door pushed open abruptly. Xu Qingguo barged in, dazed. Seeing us almost glued together, he laughed carelessly. I glared at him. This dumb cousin always ruins the mood. Xu Qingguo stopped laughing. His face turned serious.
Old village folks went out to steal wood. Ran into a red-eyed big cat. One dragged off on the spot. The rest scrambled back.
They insist on going in to save him. Per Grandpa's view, that guy's likely doomed.
Bringing dogs won't help. I frowned. I really didn't know about this. The deep forest's danger is bigger than I thought. But Grandpa's call was right. Old hunter's instinct. Xu Qingguo's loaded with tools. Clearly wants to help up the mountain. Caught red-handed. He is not embarrassed.
Guess what? I brought fresh grilled fish. Stole it from home.
He pulls out grilled fish from his coat. My eyes light up. Erzi's a bit sharp-tongued, but her grilled fish is unmatched, especially with salt. The smell's to die for. Seeing us about to leave, Feng Jian grabs 2 kongbans from the pot, shoves them in my hand.
Homemade pickles. Eat with the buns. Be careful on the road. I'll wait for you home.
I'll be careful. Don't worry. Her kind words fill me with energy. With ropes and knives ready, I grab the old man's 2 shotguns and head out. So a dozen of us on the road, march into the deep mountains. But Xu and I are young. So we're left to set traps at a mountain pass. Backup duty. Their goal is a small gully down the hill. Local hunters call it Dog Gully. Olio ego 400 jin of meat since morning. Huge pressure. But now's the best time to catch roe deer. Let's try our luck. Xu Qingguo feels his brother's changed. Keeps asking questions all the way. Finally annoyed me to no end. We'll set a ground gun trap. You just watch.
How to make a ground gun? Why must Grandpa use it today?
Ground gun is simple to explain. Fix a shotgun at narrow path, where prey often passes, combine with a snare. When a large animal gets caught, it instinctively struggles hard. That pull triggers the gun. Delivers a fatal blow. This trick's for big carnivores. Why Grandpa wants it today is due to Hunter's iron rule. Any beast that hurt humans must be eliminated fast. 2 men and 2 dogs ran over an hour, finally reached Dog Gully. I'm eager to hunt some grouse. Extract term, strengthen self. Parting with the old man by the carriage. That helplessness made me uneasy, so I had to keep improving myself. Without the carriage leading, exhausted when reaching the ditch. 2 hounds sniffed the ground, searching. Normally, after first snow, silly deer seek new habitats. I walked and watched, eyes like hawk, scanning bushes in ditch. Before they reached mid-hill, Yellowskin barked, catching scent nearby. Unlike urgent warning when hunting big basket, this bark had joy of finding prey. Xu Qingguo, excited, stared deep into the ditch. Soon saw, on far mountain path, a few silly deer hopping out. At first, they ran fast, but hitting knee-deep snow. These silly deer had to slow down, each step like wading in mud. Yellowskin and Tiger Saw didn't rush to bite first, showed high tactical skill. Smartly ran into woods, barking, used a diversion tactic to drive them. That bark did it. Timid silly deer panicked. Those silly deer stuck in snow. Looks helpless. But when running, speed hits 50 to 60 miles per hour. Can't shoot then. Scared herd is hard to catch. Set traps on their escape route. I explained quickly, then set up. Traps need care. Not too high or low. Fixed at adult knee height. To snare a roe deer's leg. Leverage. Pins it in snow. Huangpi and Haozi circle the roe deer. Barking now and then. Keeping distant threat. Forcing them into our trap. Hunting tests brain and brawn. With Huangpi and Huzi, we found the roe deer fast. Without dogs as eyes. In this vast forest, even best hunter struggles. Patience is key. Brothers hid in bush for hours. Feet numb from cold, almost no feeling. The chased roe deer calmed. Cautiously, foraging. Then, Huangpi and Huzi slipped back beside us. Eyes locked ahead. Soon, the 8 silly dogs in sight all came this way. On their path were traps I set carefully. 2 brothers held breath, fingers on triggers, waiting to harvest. A half-grown fawn bumped into snare edge. Didn't go in. Just clanged the wire. But this snow fool's brains lacked survival. The buck missing 1 antler, not scared off, but curious. Jumped into same trap from behind, wire tightened fast. Flipped the 100-pound buck. Stunned it. Noise scattered the fools. Just then, another adult jumped into snare, trapped in place. I gave prey no rest. Rose from snow and charged. Xu Qingguo fast, pounced on another trapped dog, Huangpi, Huzi.
Leave this side! Go! Get those runaways back!
400 jing meat for Liu Eiguo, is said. That one-horned buck kept kicking wildly. Desperate screams from his throat. I gave no chance, launched in. Hunting knife flashed cold in sun. Blade sliced neck clean. Warm blood gushed out. Stained by Ling instantly. Cold day. Blood still hot. Got it here. Safe carry. Just as I raised the knife, the noisy woods fell dead silent. In bushes ahead, Huangpi and Huzi stopped barking, crouched low, growling. My heart sank. Thought worst case. I pushed aside dead branches, but the sight froze me stiff. A small roe deer lay dead. Another dumb one didn't flee. Curious, it went to check. On a rock, to its right, crouched a yellow-black beast. Called mountain cat, small size, but suffocating pressure. It ignored both hounds. Elegant as a noble patrolling its domain, coldly waiting for hounds to slip. I'm caught in between. That trapped roe deer seems scared. Shudders, turns to flee. This move ignites the powder keg. That lynx and yellow hound both dash out. I hold my breath, thought a fight would break out. But next second, that lynx twists midair. Ignores a live prey, pounces straight on the dead roe deer. This lynx is off, but Yellow and Tiger are veteran hounds. Instantly form pincer attack, front and back toward blind spot. A hair-raising scene unfolds. It seems to have eyes in back. Twists midair, defying physics. Hind legs kick Tiger's nose like spring. Leverages to leap up. It grabs the RO deer. Scampers up nearby tree in seconds. Disappears in thick leaves. Too fast. Almost too fast for my dynamic vision. No wonder it rules among beasts. Staring at empty branches, 2 dogs growled low in frustration. But I had no gun. We'd all lose to it. Thinking this, I patted both dogs' heads. Alright, let's go home for roe deer meat. Hearing meat, dogs wagged tails and followed me. I carried the dead roe deer. Coming and going. Just reached Xu Qingguo's side. Rich meat smell drifted over. 2 adult dogs bled and gutted, cleaned thoroughly. He knows how to enjoy. Built a fire nearby. Grilling fish on sticks, sizzling. 2 blackened corn buns beside, smelled tempting and burnt. Xu Qingguo's eyes widened.
Bro! You got another one!
Took a big bite of fish. Nothing since noon. Survived on system text. This hot meat now was heaven. Full and satisfied. Dogs lay panting on ground. Xu Qingguo and I skillfully cut and packed dog meat, ready to head home. Meanwhile, at Xu's courtyard, Feng Jiayin cleaned everything spotless. Gao Mei sat on the Kong, tried to help several times, but was gently pushed back.
Jiayin, when will you two get the marriage certificate? Did he mention it?
Gao Mei suddenly asked, with a hint of hidden sadness. Feng Jing was putting wild rabbit meat into the pot, paused at the words.
Sis, forget that for now. I have great news for you. Great news?
Gao Mei was stunned.
He'll get us teacher positions at the third forest farm.
Feng Jing's voice, full of pride and joy, but Gao Mei shook her head.
Jane, don't get your hopes up. Such good fortune. How could it be for us?
Clearly, long hardship made her afraid to believe in miracles. Just then, suddenly came from outside the courtyard gate. Then came some snide remarks.
Yo. Old man went to the mountains. Who is still home? Door locked in broad daylight.
Tone made both inside frown. Gao Mei eyed Feng Jing warily. They reached the door. 3 stood in yard. Lead man had beard, cigarette in mouth, tough face. Woman beside looked like bandit. She eyed yard with ill intent. Young man like Xu Qingyuan, saw Feng and Gao Mei. Eyes nearly popped out. Great plain to see.
Task! These the city girls. So pretty.
Who are you? Qingyuan and Grandpa aren't back. Come back tomorrow.
Feng frowned, felt uneasy. Sanzi, still rummaging, froze. Found 2 girls inside. Sanzi looked them over.
Qingyuan calls me Sanzi. Who do you think you are? Who gave you the right to speak here?
Feng Jiaying finally realized this was that legendary awful family.
Come in and sit down. Qingyuan and them went out. Should be back soon.
Not wanting to offend, she tried to smooth things over, but Sanzi gave her a sarcastic look.
You're a sent-down youth too? Not bad looking. I'll set you up. Marry our Qinghai. That is your 8 lifetime blessing. You're marrying up. You should thank me.
Gao Mei was stunned. Years in the countryside, she'd seen all kinds, but never shamelessness worn as pride. No wonder Xu Qingyuan never mentioned this match. He must have been miserable. Third aunt thought she was tempted.
Don't hesitate now. Just say yes. Once you're in our family, we'll treat you like royalty.
That Xu Qinghai couldn't wait. As if Gao Mei was already his. Heard his brother married a pretty sent-down girl. He is mad with jealousy. Then take it back. To spite big brother. Gao Mei's face darkened.
I don't like you.
She turned to leave.
Ungrateful, huh?
Third aunt's face changed, cursing at Gao Mei's back.
Enough! Why bother with her? Where's the meat and Prescott? Hand it over now!
Third uncle tossed his cigarette, shouting impatiently. 2 goes today. Grab meat. At least half a boar. Younger not offering meat to elders is unfilial. 2. Eye grandpa's savings. Thinking grandpa will pay for Xu Qingyuan's wedding, they feel sick. Third aunt shoved Feng Jing aside, rushed in, smelled meat in pot, eyes turned green. Feng Jing stumbled, snapped awake. Clearly a robbery.
Who do you think you are? Still wearing my sister-in-law's clothes. You deserve that.
She felt a sudden gust of wind. Slap! A crisp, loud slap hit Sanzi's fleshy face hard. This slap was fierce, stunned Sanzi's wife, and silenced the yard instantly. Xu Qingguo and I were dead tired. Finally, carried the meat to the main road. Real wealth. Villagers gathered to congratulate. But this time, all held back. Didn't ask for any. We just shared yesterday. Asking again would be shameless. Facing smiling faces, Xu Qingguo and I smiled back. Walked lighter. Past the crowd, I separated 2 roe deer and carried them on my shoulder. Qingguo, wait for me. I need to go to the captain's. Take more meat later. My compensation to you. Hearing this, Xu Qingguo didn't mind.
Why be so precise? Just give it to sister-in-law.
His words touched me deeply. I'll go first, Xu Qingguo replied. Then he gestured to Huang Pi and Huzi to go home. Though the dogs were back in the village, without their master's order, they wouldn't wander off. I led 2 adult dogs into Liu Eguo's yard. Just inside the gate, Zhao came out. She paused, then hurried over.
Qingyuan, you're back. Go home now. Your third uncle's at your place.
My heart sank. Zhao, how long ago? Grandpa not back.
I didn't see him.
Her words made me frown. Grandpa still not home. Only Feng Jing and Gao Mei, 2 weak girls, were there. No match for third uncle's family. No time to hesitate. I put down the meat, told Aunt Zhao, then ran out. Met Xu Qingguo at the gate.
Third, uncle's at grandpa's. I must go back. Or your sister-in-law will be bullied. Quick, get her to help.
I'll give him meat on the way. Tell him to go home first. These days, if you fight elders at home, it is more than just gossip. Worse, you might never marry. If AR comes to help, things change. Give R the sewing machine ticket. These days, sewing machine is like a car now. After setting everything up, I ran home fast. Behind me, Huangpi and Huzi seemed to sense their young master's mood. No barking. Stayed close behind me, ready to bite. But just as I reached the door, a crisp slap in the yard suddenly rang out. Thought Feng Jing got hit. When I pushed the door and saw, I froze. Feng Jing's right hand hung in air. On Sansei's face, a red palm print.
That Qingyuan kid. If he comes back, I'll chop my head off for you to kick.
Qingyuan is my man. He is still on the mountain. For that word, if he gets hurt today, I'll fight your whole family with a cleaver.
Sansei fell to the ground in fear. He bullies the weak. Never seen such a scene. Until then, Qingha.
Go get him! Don't you see your mom beaten?
Xu Qinghe charged at Feng Jing. Seeing them move, I stopped caring. Gestured to Huzi. He got it. Rushed at them. Blocked their way. Third uncle and Xu Qingha stopped. Huzi's big, baring teeth at them. Scares anyone. Third uncle can't fight, but Xu Qingha can. So I rushed. Kicked Xu Qing hard in the back.
Ouch!
Xu Qinghe thrown to ground, lay there long. Couldn't get up. I stepped on his back, stared cold at third uncle. What? Bullying my wife in front of me? This? Your fine son? Seeing me appear, tense yard fell silent. Xu Qinghe turned pale, stammered excuses.
Just had a brain fart.
Said wrong thing!
He scrambled behind third uncle. Third uncle, embarrassed, furious, threw cigarette down, glared, pointed at me.
Qingyuan, got guts now. Dare hit your own brother!
Third uncle, that is not fair. I'm teaching him manners for his dad. Those who know say no manners. Those who don't think he is orphaned. Lucky you didn't touch my wife. If you'd laid a finger on her, none of you leave this yard standing.
Xu Qingyuan say so. Before words faded, Huangpi and Huzi beside me seemed to understand. Let out a low growl. Pressing step by step, scared third uncle's family stiff. Backing away by old village rules. Younger can't hit elders, but compared to those rigid rules, reborn, I care more about family. After intimidating third uncle, I turned around, voice softened instantly, gently patted Feng Jing's shoulder. I'm here. Seeing this mountain-like man before her, Feng Jing felt a deep ache. Strong safety let her guard down. Tears welled up, face full of hurt and fear, seeing their tender moment. Third aunt on ground couldn't stand it. She rolled her eyes, lay flat on her back.
Can't live! Shu's eldest kid hit elder! Everyone can see! Is that no law?
With little entertainment, third aunt's shout brought all awake neighbors. Soon enough, Shu's yard crowded with folks watching, pointing and whispering.
Third son of Shu, causing trouble again.
Just here for stuff. Never visit all year.
Third son's an ungrateful brat. Old Shu's efforts wasted.
Crowd buzzed. Tide turned against third uncle's family. Just then, a big iron ladle with soup stains poked in, pointed at third uncle, and cursed.
Third! You shameless lot! Bullying Qingyuan with no backup!
Arzi arrived, showed her fierce side.
Come at me! Third's wife, don't hide! Think you're tough! Let's go then! I need a workout today!
This barrage of words stunned third uncle's family, not just the third uncle. Even the kid on ground gaped. No idea how to reply. Meanwhile, Xu Qingguo behind Erzi stayed busy. While mom drew all attention, he darted through the crowd, slapped Xu Qinghe across the face, then dragged him out by the hair. Third aunt saw trouble, changed tactics, got up from ground, acted deeply wronged.
Hey, second. Xu Qingyuan gives out meat. Why not us? And this kid's wedding, older man must have given him money. Why?
I say, older man's stuff should go to youngest Qinghe. That is fair!
Seeing this, I sneered inside. This family had shameless on their foreheads. Erzi took the sewing ticket. Would he listen to reason? He rolled up sleeves, pointed at Sanzi's nose, cursed.
Have you no shame? Split family, steal mango! What is that if not in great? Everyone judge!
Is this right?
This meat Qingyuan hunted himself! Why give to you lazy bums?
Crowd watching heard this. All joined in jeering.
Right! Third brother's family is so shady!
By then, I'd already pulled 2 wooden stools and sat side by side with Feng Jiang. Earlier, Gao Mei went to the backyard, but hid behind the wall to peek. She gripped a thick firewood stick for heating the kang, knuckles turning white. When she saw Feng Jiang make a move, she thought to rush out and help. But the moment she saw me enter the yard to shield Feng Jiang, she stopped in her tracks. That unprecedented sense of security was something she'd never felt before. With that thought, Gao Mei couldn't take her eyes off me. Someone so gentle to Feng Jiang, wouldn't he be good to me too? Third uncle's family saw public anger hard to defy. Even their thick skin couldn't take it and slunk away from the yard. Seeing third uncle's family retreat, RC reluctantly stopped shouting. The other villagers, seeing no more drama, also said goodbye and left.
Not scared, are you? Listen, you gotta be tough with people like that. The more they push, the worse it gets.
Second aunt smiled and comforted. After saying that, second aunt took Xu Qingguo to work. Feng Jiang finally snapped out of it. She tugged my sleeve, scared.
Qingyuan, should I not have hit him? Will it cause you trouble?
I held her close, blaming myself inside. This was my oversight. I only feared thugs from Kaoshan village. Never imagined Uncle Three's family would strike first. As Erzi said, if we're strict, their house is mine. Without the system, I'd fight to get it back. But with it, I can't be bothered. I'll hunt more in the mountains, build a new house. Seeing the darkening sky, I grew worried. More than Uncle Three's visit, I feared for Grandpa's safety. As I pondered, Huang Pi and Haozi barked wildly. Sharp and excited, my tension eased. I stepped out. What is up? Why so late? Met that red-eyed big cat, old man tired, but excited.
That thing's hide is thick. Hit by 7 shots, still moved, ran off. County got involved too. Whoever kills it gets 230 yuan reward.
My eyes lit up. If I really get it, then, in this scarce era, hunting means food and warmth, equal to 6.5 months of worker as wage. Envy of many looked at me with mixed eyes.
If you kill that big cat, I'll let you go into mountains. Take your uncle's job. Enough to support family.
Worker slots were precious then. Such jobs were hereditary. Old man's favoritism. But I'd already decided, even if I fail to catch it, uncle's job goes to Xu Qingguo. If I did that, wouldn't I be like third uncle? Part of why I'm so eager is to keep old man out of mountains. Let him retire in peace. Xu Qingguo, so naive and simple, only cared about food. Missed old man's deeper meaning. Even if he got it, he wouldn't mind. To him, Big Brother was already his closest kin. Dinner ended quickly, amid their talk. Night passed quietly. Next day at 4 a.m., still dark, I got up quietly, crept to the stable with Puppy and Dragon, entered before I could move. System prompt rang in my mind.
Target: silly, roe deer, has positive trait, delicious, has negative trait, curiosity. Pick one trait to steal.
If I steal delicious, would I be walking into death? I grinned, chose curiosity without hesitation. Next morning, packed gear, went up mountain with Xu Qingguo. Walked along Xing'an Range for 2 hours. Reached yesterday's mountain entrance. Now, Huang Pi and Haozi sniffed around. Found a direction. Huang Pi dashed first. Haozi followed close, behind the ditch. Faint barks of 2 dogs blocked by woods. Hard to tell what they met. But one thing's sure, Huang Pi and Haozi found prey.
Bro, could it be the red-eyed cat?
Xu Qingguo looked tense. Don't go up later. I'll circle with a gun. If you can't dodge, run around trees. Didn't think Huang Pi found it so fast. But too late. A dozen Huang Pis might just be a snack for the red-eyed cat. As I neared the sound, bang! Gunshot cracked. I flinched, ducked behind a tree. Not aimed at me. I sighed in relief. Someone else here. Snow covered the path. Must be another group. From another ridge, bark sound off, mixed with other hounds. Wind howls, woods block. Only my system-enhanced ears caught it. Bang! Second shot. Gap, just right. Fixed metal cartridge type. My face changed. I sprinted. First shot, no ambush. Second shot, panic. Shooter in trouble. Over the hill, my pupils shrank. That red-eyed giant beast pinned 2 hounds. Blood-stained snow, 600 pounds. Belly had dried blood clots. Old man's hit, no wounds elsewhere. 7 meters off, 2 hounds bared teeth barked at it. Behind them, a man reloaded shakily. 2 shots missed the big cat. Lost 2 dogs. Red-eyed cat gave a short roar, charged at the hounds and men. Ran shockingly fast. Huang Pi and Huzi returned to me, snarled at it. Trying to save kin, barks exploded in woods. 2 hounds before the man. Courage returns. The 2 that rushed in are already gutted. Huzi, go. I greeted and ordered. I took down the shotgun, aimed at the red-eyed beast's head. Filong steady trade kicks in. Barrel rock steady, but not time to fire. Must wait for eye shot. 1 miss. It enrages. All dogs die. Also watch the middle-aged man.
This black dog's smart! Which brother is this? From the county!
The man backed to safe distance. Yelled out. Hunter from the city. Heard Xin'anling's good. Got gun and dogs through contacts. First shot ambush. Lured by Huang Pi and Huzi sparks, relying on heavy firepower. Never thought of hitting dogs. This shot drew the red-eyed beast's full attention. 2 meter spotted monster. Eyes bloodshot, teeth full of rot. Can't even hold gun steady. Second shot, fired in panic. Then unleashed the dogs. 2 dumb pups bought time. He reloaded like mad. Then I arrived.
Boss! You fly like grasshopper!
Mid-sentence, his tone changed. Seen below. I made a shush gesture. See that man 7. Disarm him.
Okay.
Qingguo vanished into woods, though he seems dumb daily. That is relative. Born hunter at core, especially in mountains for amateurs like that man. Now, his 2 dogs, harried red-eyed cat, lucky beast wounded in belly, endured day-night, snowstorm. Else dogs couldn't even harass. Old man refused my entry for this reason. Even old hunters, no match for such big beast. A big cat readies to attack hind legs. Red-eyed cat seizes chance, bearing belly pain turns and slaps. Claws with huge force, rip dog's belly, send it flying. My heart tightens. Next target is me. I look at middle-aged man. Qingguo got it. Whistle at Huzi. Hearing it, Huzi runs off, brings back man's other hound too. I aim at red-eyed cat. Whistle draws beast's attention. It roars to sky, charges at me madly. 15 meters. 10 meters. Tiger, clear in my sight. I don't move. Pull trigger. Shot shakes snow off treetops. Falls. Aimed at eye. Forward charge stops, but 600 Gene inertia remains. Body crashes. I dodge aside. I put down rifle. Almost scared me to death.
Bro! 1 shot! Dead!
Qingguo roared with excitement. The tied-up middle-aged man was stunned, mindful of my calm image. And that stunning shot. Yellow. Tiger. Alert. You did great today. You'll eat your fill soon. I calmed the hounds. Untie the big brother. I just said, disarm. Turned to free the man. Gave a silly grin.
Big brother, I'm scared of big cats. Mine's a mess. Don't mind me.
Brushed snow off his pants. Odd look. This big fool's words. Scared of big cats. Neck grab. Gun strip. Rope tie. So clean and quick. If not for kids, he'd think he met real bad guys.
2 young lads, no joke. Which village?
The man sized them up.
Why? Nervous? I know the mountain rules. Liu Eiguo's your village chief, right? We're close. I'm director of county timber mill. Qiu Dalong.
Uncle Qiu. It is you! No wonder you look familiar. We're both from Beishu village Shu family. You held me as a kid.
Qiu Dalong. That name brings back many memories. My dad and Qiu Dalong went to same middle school. Dad worked after graduation. Qiu Dalong studied in provincial city. After dad died, Qiu Dalong visited me each time he came. Then, work kept him away.
Your Chengwu son. Good lad. Like father, like son. Inherited your old man's skill.
He looks at Qingguo beside him.
Your Chengwen's son.
Not bad.
I walk over quickly, hand him the bolt-action rifle with both hands. Uncle Xi, my apologies. Hunting in wild. Or say someone around. I had no choice, so Qingguo took your gun. We've said it all. More fake talk is pointless. Qiu Dalong took the gun, patted my shoulder.
All right. You did right. You're now Uncle's lifesavers.
Don't say that. We're family. Saving you is our duty. I smiled back. Misunderstanding cleared. I turned to the red-eyed big cat's body. Beasts play dead before final strike. I told Huzi to bite close, then confirmed it is dead. Skin the big cat first. Come to my place.
I'll check my dogs.
A 500 gene striped cat needs all our strength to flip. We flipped the red-eyed cat together. Belly up. Chiu Dalong had no mood to help. His hunting dogs lay on ground. He needed to find a place for them. After we finished, Chiu Dalong lit the fire. Uncle Qi, busy all morning. My wife made these veggie buns.
Good.
Chiu Dalong took them.
What'd you just say? Got a wife? When'd you marry?
Got the letter of intro. We'll register once road clears.
Nice one, kid. Why wait for road? I'll send factory car for you.
That is how social rules work. When someone offers help, refusing is rude.